Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome back. So, first and foremost, I want to say if you are still here and you are hanging in there with us, thank you so, so much. I know that this semester of chemistry has been very unique and very different because of COVID-19, but the good news is we are almost there. So you have one assignment left for this week, and I am here to kind of explain some things to you so that you're not confused and we can finish this semester really strong. So to wrap up this semester, you guys are going to be doing a project for us. And it is called the ABCs of Chemistry. Now, normally if we were in the classroom, you would be doing this in like a booklet. So I would give you construction paper and colored pencils and all that fun stuff. But because we are in virtual learning right now because of this pandemic, you guys are going to be making a slideshow. And it is a project, but I don't want you guys to freak out because it's really simple. I promise it's super simple. If you've been paying attention at all, you will be able to complete this very easily. So this is linked in your Canvas page. So there's a rubric, also the requirements for the project. There is a list of topics that we've gone over because you do have to choose 3 topics from each unit that we've gone over. And then there is also a pacing guide for you. So if you don't want to wait until the last minute and have this drive you crazy, I provided a pacing guide to do it a little bit at a time so that you can just kind of break it down and work on it just a little bit each day. Okay, so this is your end of year project. Note it's due Sunday, May 31st at 11:59 p.m. Okay, so basically that's the cutoff. I mean, by that point your grades will be pretty much updated. If you can get it in before Sunday, that would be fantastic, but I will give you until Sunday. And then on June 1st, we need to start making those decisions about whether you're going to take your numerical grade or you are going to take a pass for your chemistry course. Okay, so we are wrapping up with a project. It's called the ABCs of Chemistry, and this assignment will count as your last 2 grades. So you've done 2 review assignments a week. This one is 1 assignment, it's 1 project, but it counts twice. So when it goes in PowerSchool, it'll be weighted twice. So you're going to make a virtual slideshow of at least 20 letters of the alphabet that corresponds to a chemistry concept that we've learned so far. Now, if that sounds confusing, I do have an example that I'm going to throw up for you. But basically, for each letter of the alphabet, you're going to name something in chemistry. So A is for atom, B is for bore. Okay, so you're just going to choose one concept that we've gone over for each letter. You're going to put in each slide the letter of the alphabet, the word that you've chosen that relates to what we've learned in chemistry. You're going to provide a picture of the concept, okay? So you just Google a picture and put it on there, something that is a good representation of whatever it is you're talking about. And then you're going to provide either a definition, an explanation, or an example, or all 3 if it's appropriate, that goes along with the word, okay? So I've provided an example for you, and we're going to look at that in just a minute. You can't use my words, okay? So I just did 3 different slides, so it's not a lot. I did A, B, and C. You can't use those, so don't use those. If you use those, I'm not going to count it. It's going to count against you, okay? And you do have to cite your sources, so I do need the citations for these. Now, you can get your information from the internet as long as it's from a reputable source, okay? But you guys have all this information in your notebook. So if you just want to say, oh, I found this on page, 30 of my interactive notebook in these notes, that's enough. And you don't have to cite websites like an MLA format or whatever. We're not doing that. Okay, literally just copy and paste the link so I can click it and go to it and find it. That's all you have to do. You don't have to go to Citation Machine and whatnot. I just want to know where you found your information. Most of your information should come from your notes. So when you cite it, literally, if you just say page 15 of my interactive notebook, works for me. I know what's supposed to be on page 15. I still have the list. Each letter of the alphabet should only be used once. So you need 20 letters to get a 100 on this project. Don't do 20 A's, okay? Only one should be A. You must use at least 3 letters from each unit that we've gone over. So 3 letters should be from unit 1, 3 letters should be from unit 2, so on and so forth. I'm going to link a list of what we covered in each unit to help serve as a guide. You can use elements. So obviously there's an entire periodic table to choose from. You can use elements, but no more than 3, okay? Because if we were just going to use a periodic table and do elements, we would just do an element booklet. And that's not the point. So you can use them, but no more than 3. You don't have to use all 26 letters. So obviously there are 26 letters of the alphabet, but you only have to have 20 required. And I don't care which ones you use. I just ask that you put them in order. So if you skip over one, just move on, leave them in order. It's fine. So you only need 20 letters to get full credit. But if you do all 26, so if you can come up with a concept and complete this project with 26, I'll go back and give you 3 100s on your quarter 4. So if you miss 3 assignments, especially from these past 2 weeks when they started counting as 59, if you do all 26, I will give you 3 extra 100s. And then all projects are due on May 31st at 11:59 p.m. And I said that already. Okay, so that's just some explanation for you. Also, I'm going to show you really quick my example that I did. So here is the one that I've created. Let's see. Here we go. All right, so here are my ABCs of chemistry by me, Miss Ramsey. So I said A is for atom, which means you guys can't use atom for A. Oh no, what are we going to do? There's a million words to choose from. So here's my definition. So an atom is the smallest unit that's studied in chemistry. It's the smallest unit of matter that has characteristics of a chemical element. They have a nucleus that's composed of positive protons and neutral neutrons. Negative electrons move around the nucleus is spelled wrong, of an atom in the electron cloud. I did this super quick. See, in the pacing guide, there's a place for reviewing so that this doesn't happen. And then I have my picture of my atomic structure. B is for beta decay. I've got an example, or I've got a picture depicting beta decay. It's a cartoon, but it works. And just some background information. And then I used copper as an element, so classified as metal, atomic number 29. It's used to conduct heat and electricity, yada, yada, yada. And then here's an example of what a citation slide would look like. Literally just copied and pasted the links. Now, I do want you to cite your pictures as well, but again, just copy and paste the link. It's not a big deal. Okay, so that's an example of what it should look like. Right? So I'm sure you guys were internally freaking out because you saw you had to do a project, but this literally takes, it's not that bad. I promise. Okay. It's easier than doing what I originally had planned. Trust me. So that's that. Here's your rubric. Again, all of this is going to be posted up for you, but I knew there was going to be questions. So I figured I would nip it in the bud. So here, this times 2 on here, so 100 times 2 plus your 3 extra credit grades. That's if you do all 26 letters. That times 2 is because, remember, this assignment's weighted twice. Excellent. So you've got your 20 letters. There's a description, a picture, and a citation for each. You get an 85 if you have 15 letters. And then anything less than that, you're just not getting credit for it because you didn't even try. I mean, come on. So, if your slide is not complete, so if you turn one in, so maybe it's got a word and a description, but there's no picture, it doesn't count. Okay, so if you turn in a project that has 14 slides plus a 15 slide that has a word and a picture but no description, guess what? You're getting a 59. So make sure you have what you need. We're not, this is going to be one and done, easy peasy. You got it or you don't, you get your grade and you go. And then here is your suggested pacing guide. Monday is a holiday, so enjoy it. I mean, you know how quickly you can work and you know how much time it should take you to get this done. So for this, basically this is paced out using the whole week. If you want to do it in a day, do it in a day. I mean, some of you guys go above and beyond anyway, so it's not a problem if you want to turn it in on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. It doesn't matter as long as it's turned in by Sunday. But this is just a suggestion, basically doing 5 slides a day, so you don't go crazy getting it done. Or if you want to knock it out, you know, that's for you. So that's it. If you guys have any questions, send me a reminder, send me an email. It should be pretty straightforward. I'm going to link all this along with a link to remind you of all the concepts in each unit so that you can have the appropriate amount for each. And then that should be it. I hope you guys have a great day. And if you have any questions, let me know.